What are the pros and cons of becoming a PTA? Hey, what's up guys? My name's Antonio and I work in physical therapy, and in this channel we are switching it up a bit. So in this channel we're going to be covering everything, the ins and the outs you need to know about physical therapy. And in this series I'm talking about everything you need to know about becoming a PTA. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of becoming a PTA. So I'm not going to try to sway you if you should become a PTA or if you should not become a PTA. I'm just going to give you some information and let me know maybe in the comment section if it's a yay or a nay to become a PTA. So I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. If you're new here, consider subscribing. So let's get to it. So the first pro I got for you is that it is fast to complete this. It only takes usually 2 to 3 years to complete this program. And the program I took was a 2-year program, and I was in, I was out, and I was done. So it's a quick program. That's a pro. So the second pro is that you get an average salary when you're done with the program and you get a job. Now this actually could be looked at both ways. It might be considered a con if you're looking to make $100,000 or something like that. But for the amount of time you go to school and for the perks that come with it, the salary that you're given, I think, is pretty reasonable and could be considered a pro. The third pro is that you're on your feet in this job. So this, again, could be looked at as a pro or a con, but if you're someone who doesn't want to be trapped at a desk for the next 40 years of your life, then this could be a good career because you're on your feet, you're up, you're moving, you're listening to music, it's not super stressful, you're working with patients, so it's a good atmosphere to be in, and it's also not like you're working construction outside in your feet, so it's not like it's going to be cold or it's going to be raining on you. You're in a building, it's warm, it's cozy, it's great. The next pro is the benefits that come with this job. So most companies that you work for as a PTA will offer things such as health insurance. They will offer 401k matching. So if you put a certain amount into your retirement, they will match up to a certain percentage. And paid time off or paid days off. So if you want to take a family trip and still get compensated when you're gone on that trip, then a lot of companies offer paid time off. And the last thing is bonuses, like I've mentioned before. So if you want to save up for that Christmas shopping and get a bonus at the end of the year, a lot of companies offer that when you're a PTA. The last but not least pro when being a PTA is the satisfaction you get of this career. So you will be helping people, you will be getting their function back, you will be influencing so many people's lives, so it will make you feel so valuable when working in this field. So the satisfaction is great and it's not stressful, it's very peaceful, and it's awesome. Now what about the cons? The dreadful, dreadful, dreadful cons. Let's get to it. The first con is that you're not going to be making an extravagant amount of money. You're just going to be in an average pay rate. So it's nothing to brag about. So if you want to even have like a bigger family, if you want to have like 5 kids or something like that, then it might be a lot harder to support a family of that size. Or if you're into expensive things, if you like buying clothes, if you like going out a lot, if you like eating at nice restaurants, whatever it might be, you might not have as much money to go splurge and do a ton of things like that and live the lifestyle of the rich and the famous. So that's a con. The next con is there's not much room for advancements when you're a PTA. So if you're a PTA, the only way up to go is to be a PT. And the difference between them is you, at a PTA level, you have your associate's degree. At a PT level, you have your doctorate's degree. So that's a lot more schooling to be able to get to a PT. Now, if you go for your bachelor's or master's, that won't even affect your pay raise. That'll just change your knowledge. So if you decide, oh, well, I'll get a bachelor's and then I'll get a pay raise, it doesn't work like that. You either are a PTA or you're a PT and you get paid accordingly. So there's no middle ground. If you do, however, want to become like a manager of a clinic or something like that, then you can get your bachelor's degree in business or something and become a manager. But at that point, you're not even really working in physical therapy anymore. You're working in business. So as a PTA, there isn't a ton of room for advancements. The next con when being a PTA is that you might see some gross things. So this kind of depends where you work. So if you work in a hospital, you will probably see more gross things or things that are not very pleasant to see than if you work like an outpatient clinic, something like that. But for the majority, that's something you have to get used to if you want to be a PTA, because you do encounter some pretty just different things. So there it is. The last con is the cost of everything. So that is your books that you have to buy, the program itself, the loans and the interest rate that you'll get if you take out loans, the scrubs, whatever equipment you'll need to buy or whatever like that. So everything adds up and has a cost. So that's another con. But ultimately you'll have to make the decision whether it's worth it to you, the initial investment of the upfront cost versus the outcome and how much you'll earn as a salary and all that stuff. You'll have to make that decision whether it's worth it to you. So there it is, guys. That's the pros and cons of being a physical therapist assistant. So let me know in the comment section if you think it's a yay or nay. And I love to hear you guys' feedback, your questions, your concerns, because I like hearing how my community is doing and what they're thinking. So if you guys found this video helpful, hit the like button. If you like what I do, if you like my content, if you don't like it, then still hit that like button because it would help me out a ton anyways. Subscribe and I'll see you guys later. Peace!